Okay. I understand you spent a lot of time growing up in Waterford. How does it feel to be playing the Hoedown again this year?
You know, when I was 10 years old, 1989, Garth Brooks came to Detroit and played the Hoedown. And I credit Garth with probably being the reason I'm in this business. It was the first time I'd ever seen a rock concert put on to country music, and I thought, that's exactly what I want to do. And so I will even credit Detroit and that Hoedown with being the first time that I had seen country music at the way that I do it today. My grandmother and grandfather, my grandfather worked for GM for 30 years, so I spent every summer from the time I was 4 to 18 in Detroit at Waterford. And I still have the oldest friends I have in my life are right there in Michigan. We still keep in touch. I spend every Christmas in Waterford. Thanksgiving, holidays, my grandma still lives there. So it's home to me. There's nothing else to say, but it's home to me. So to get to come home and stand on the stage where I watched the man give me the dream, I don't even know how to put that into words, man. It's like, you know, it's not the Hoedown, man. It's Stephen Cochran's Hoedown this year.
What was the experience like at last year's Hoedown?
Last year, I think I was so busy last year, and we flew in, played the Hoedown, and I literally ran to a car and went straight back to the airport and flew out. And this year, we're going to hang out a little bit more. Tim Roberts over WYCD is a good friend of mine, and he helps me with a lot of things. As far as even picking some of my songs, Tim has been a process, you know, nationally, not just for Detroit. Tim helps me tell me if, hey, this song is going to work or not. And so I respect him and listen to him, and I wanted to set aside some time to actually come and enjoy the Hoedown. So we're going to come in early and stay late and just enjoy it and hang out with all the artists who are friends of mine. Last year, I don't think I got to enjoy it because I was so nervous. You know, I'm not only playing for fans at this point, half my family lives there. And so my family, friends, and family, and soon-to-be family, Detroit family, came out and saw us last year, and I'm just glad that we put on a show that they enjoyed. So now we have even a bigger thing to do, which is put on a better show than we did last year. So we're having a bunch of things come together to hopefully make that happen.
So what do you have planned for your performance this year?
That's a surprise. We definitely are involving the fans a little bit more. You know, we opted to try to be on the, last year we were on the upper stage. And I noticed that one of the things about the upper stage is you're very disconnected from the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
You're a good probably, I don't know, 50 yards from actually being with the crowd. And so we opted to try to get a little closer this year and asked Tim Roberts if there's any way we could go down on the lower stage so we can get right in the crowd and that way bring what we do a little bit more to Detroit. So all I can say is it's going to be a lot of crowd participation, and there will be a granny couch involved.
I understand you recently performed at the CRS in Nashville. What was that like?
You know, this has been it was my 5th year at CRS for Country Radio Seminar, but it was my first year as a major label artist. So it's, man, you know, I got to see it in a whole new light. It was almost like the first time going to CRS. You know, to let people understand with some of the independent labels, there's very little money. And so everything is done on a very, very strict budget to the point to where, you know, you don't get to enjoy a lot of the things that you really would if you were a major label artist. And so this year, getting to perform and letting people see what we are thinking of as me at the next level. Because, I mean, when you step up to a major label, it's like stepping up from the minor leagues to the major leagues. So I had to make sure mind, body, and spirit, I was all ready to go. That way when we step out and represent this new major label, they're as excited to have me as I am to have them. So this year's CRS was just a great kickoff to what I think is going to be our year.
Alrighty. Where would you like to see yourself in the next maybe 5 to 10 years?
5 years, I would like to be Entertainer of the Year. 10 years, I would like to have outsold Garth Brooks.
All right.
And I would also like to have done as much as anybody can possibly do for any charity that there is, man. I mean, if anybody knows me, they realize that I actually play more shows for free than I do for money, which doesn't, you know, make me rich. But at the same time, I didn't get in this business to be rich. I don't want to be rich. I want to live and help as many people in this world live as comfortably as I can. So, you know, there's no need to have $20 million in the bank. I think that's ridiculous. Who needs $20 million? Just make sure you have a comfortable living and then try to take care of people around you. That's what Americans do. And trying to get that message back to Americans. We don't need to count on our government. We need to count on each other.
All right. Anything else you would like to mention here today?
Man, I'm really happy to come back to Detroit, and you know, especially with the economy the way it is in Detroit. I mean, obviously my family lives there; it's hitting them too. My whole family's losing jobs because of everything going on up there. So, what a better way to take people's mind off the economy than the largest free concert in the world?
That's right. All right. Thanks a lot. It was nice speaking with you today.
Oh, it was great speaking with you, Jason. Anytime, buddy, just give me a holler.
Copyright 2010, AmericaJR.com, Detroit, Michigan, USA.